Hello everybody, Martin Moncayo here, and today I want to talk about 10 lessons tennis and solopreneurship has taught me and that I think can be very beneficial for solo agency owners or freelancers who are looking for new ideas, new solutions, new ways of getting results. As a tennis player and solopreneur, I have found many similarities between them, from the action, the mental strength, the commitment, the discipline, the endurance that I think are key to succeed in any endeavor in your life, and that I think will be nice to share in this video. So without further ado, let's start with number one. Everything depends on you. In tennis, you are the only one on the court. In solopreneur, you are the only one running the show. So accountability is super important. Accountability is a non-negotiable. You know the tasks, the activities that you need to do in order to make it happen. You cannot negotiate. You cannot try to go to a different route. You have to commit to the activities and to a system and to work day in and day out. Number two, the only way to improve is through the reps, through repetition, through training, through practice. Whether it's perfecting your serve, your ball is your forehand, or whether it's improving a skill for your online business, the only way to do it is through repetitions. In order to have a better serve, you need to do 1,000 serves. In order to improve your footwork, you need to be 100 hours on the court perfecting those. The same goes for solopreneurship, for your skills. If you want to become a top email marketer, you need to write and send 100, 200 emails. If you want to improve your communication skills, you need to record videos, like this one, for example. That is the only way to really improve your skills, your technique, the things that will help you get to where you want to get. So, the only way to improve is through the reps. Number three, you are alone in the battlefield. Both tennis and solopreneurship can feel lonely at times, but there is where mental strength comes into play. As I mentioned in point one, you are alone in the court. Once you enter to face a match, to face a tournament, everything depends on you. All the things that you have learned, that people have told you in the past, are good for you to have as weapons, but you have to know how to use them. You have to be able to read your opponent. You have to be able to, if things are not going well, to pivot, to change, to try something different. The same in business. If things are not going your way, you have to find a way. You have to find another solution, maybe pivot, maybe find a way, but never, ever giving up. And that is a point that I will talk more in detail about. But when you are alone, you cannot give up. You have to fight. You have to resist. You have to continue going. Number four, adaptability is key. In tennis, as I mentioned before, you adjust your strategy depending on your opponent, depending on the situation in the match. You have to see if you have to play more aggressive, more defensive, if you have to target a specific disadvantage that your opponent has. Maybe the backhand is not that good, so you target that. In business, you do the same. If an approach is not working, you try something else. If your content is not doing well, maybe you try a different angle. If the campaign is not going well, you try different assets. If the content is not generating the results, maybe you can focus or try something else. You can try to connect, direct message, engage, connect, find a different product to sell. So adaptability is key in order to see how your skills can match this new product or service. You have to find a way, and that comes from being a solopreneur. You have to be resourceful. You have to find a solution. Number five, endurance wins matches. Sometimes the only difference between success and failure is who can endure the longest. If you have a good preparation, you have done the reps, you have a good stamina, you can resist a long match. And no matter if you lost the first two sets, you can come back and win in the fifth set. In solopreneurship, many people give up after 1 month, 3 months, 6 months of not seeing results. And instead of trying a different strategy, adapt to a different product, maybe a different angle, they simply gave up, they quit, And by quitting, you are condemned to lose, because once you quit, you are over, you are gone. But if you endure, if you persist, if you continue pushing, continue going, don't give up, stay positive, trust yourself, sooner or later you will start beating people who are in, or who maybe had a better start but gave up before you, and also other people who might be stuck because of that persistence, that endurance, that continuous mindset of improvement. Number 6, mental strength is everything. Whether you're losing a set or facing setbacks, resilience and focus will get you through. Having a good mindset, being positive, remaining on the game. No matter if you had a bad set, a bad second set, you are not feeling well, not feeling like you're playing well, you're feeling like your emails are not resounding or people are not connecting, you're finding that your content is not doing well, you have to continue going. You have to have the mental strength to not give up. You have to have the mental strength to persevere and until you see a result. Those are the winners. Those are the players that are the most difficult to play against, because you know they are not going to give up, or they are not going to give you free points. Someone who never gives up in business, you know that you have to be aware of it. You have to be careful with this person, because that person is tenacious, is courageous. So you want to have that mental strength. And that takes me to point number 7, which is one of the most beautiful things once you have passed through all these barriers, are the heights. The heights are incredible. Both in tennis, when you win a tough match, you win a championship. And in business, in solopreneurship, when you get a high ticket sale, when you meet your goals for the month, when you have a success in a campaign, you start getting a lot of leads, you start getting new clients. That feeling of achievement is amazing, it's wonderful, especially if you have been through the process of sucking or having trouble the first few months, and there, you know, you start finding little wins here and there. That feeling, that emotion is a feeling that everything that you have been going through has been worth it. So I encourage you to continue fighting for getting that feeling in tennis and in solopreneurship. Number 8, you need a mentor or a coach. Even the best players in the world have coaches. Even the top entrepreneurs in the world have mentors, have people who are above them, people who can guide them. You always want to have someone that can teach you, that can guide you, that can help you get to the next level. You always want to follow people who are one step ahead or where you want to be, because those people are going to push you, are going to teach you, and you cannot think that because you're a solopreneur or because you're a solo tennis player, you're always on your own. And the actions that you take daily, of course, depend on you, but you can learn a lot from people who know more than you, who are one step ahead of you, who are where you want to be. These people can guide you, can tell you if your actions are the right ones, what you can improve, what you can change, where you can maybe pivot, what you can do differently in order to achieve your results. They can give you the steps, the guidance that you need. And it's important to be able, or to be willing to listen to them and to follow their guidance, because you cannot figure everything out on your own. Once you have received the feedback, the guidance, now depends on you to execute, to really commit to the process, to do what they told you. But having a guidance is also super, super important, and you cannot neglect the power of having a mentor, of having a coach, of having someone that can tell you the right direction to go. Number 9, self-motivation drives success. As I mentioned before, all the actions depend on you. As a solopreneur, once you have a clear guidance, a clear path, a clear direction where to go, now it's up to you to commit to the process, to do the tasks, to do what you have to do day in and day out, no matter what, no matter how you feel, no matter what is going on, no matter if you are running out of ideas. That's why systems are important as well, to make your job smoother. But you cannot expect to be super motivated every day, because you will not be. What you can depend on is on an structure, systems, and knowing that, and discipline, and knowing that no matter what, you are going to do what you have to do. That is what really makes things move and will help you get where you want. In tennis, it's the same. The coach can tell you what to do, where to play, the technique to prepare, but it's also important that you, when you are not with your coach, when you are not training, that you do the reps on your own, that you go maybe play with friends or in the wall, that you go to the gym, that you wake up early in the morning, that to do the fitness, that you read, that you watch videos, that you analyze the other players. That way you make everything holistical. And the guidance that your coach can bring, if you put that extra, imagine how powerful that can be. You are above everyone else that simply stays with the advice they receive, and the coach. More importantly, execution. Self-motivation drives success. And finally, number 10, you have to trust yourself. As Susie Kasim said, doubt kills dreams faster than failure ever will. You have to trust in your ability to overcome difficult moments, to figure things out, to find a solution, to maybe try something else, but you have to have the trust, the confidence, the self-esteem to understand that you will find a way, because you are putting in the reps, because you are putting yourself out there, you are doing the actions that you have to take, you are improving your skills, you are doing the content, you are posting videos, you are doing all these things to improve as a person, to improve as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, as a tennis player, that no matter how difficult the situation can be, you will figure things out. And that is the trust that you have to have in yourself. When you commit to improving every single day, in tennis, in solopreneurship, or in any area that is important for your life, for me right now as well, I'm developing a lot my communication skills. You will evolve into a better version of yourself. You will follow the Japanese Kaizen principle of continuous improvement, that little by little you will start getting where you want to be and results will start coming. But if you do the right actions, if you are consistent, if you are committed, sometimes success is simply about sticking longer than your competition. Pushing your limits, not giving up. That is the key. Not giving up. I mentioned earlier, people after 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, they give up, they quit. And instead of looking at a different angle, pivoting into a new solution, trying to find a new answer for that problem, they simply decide to stop. They simply decide to quit. And with that mentality, you are not going to achieve anything. You have to endure, you have to resist. And by simply sticking, continue going, being persistent, sooner or later, results will come to you. So if you're a solo agency owner or a freelancer and you feel like you have lost the first set, that you are struggling in the second set, there is still time to turn things back. And I have prepared a 5-step playbook that can show you how you can pivot from an overwhelmed solo agency owner or freelancer into selling high-ticket digital products, making this transition while you can leverage all the skills that you have developed and use it to build a system that allows you to scale faster, better, and regain more time for you. I can show you the landing page of this project that I have. This is the playbook. So if you want to check it out, I will leave the link in the description, martinmoncayo.com/5 steps to pivot. And you can find this book. This playbook is completely free, 5 steps. In less than 20 minutes, you will be able to learn and start implementing to see how you can transition in this direction. If you're interested, feel free to check it out. And with nothing more to say, commit, move, and conquer. See you in the next one.